So any of you know me, know that I'm a big proponent of dealer items, factory items, quality attachments. And probably 10 to 15 times a month, I'll have customers ask me, what about these Chinese cutters? They're so cheap, do they work? Have you ever used one? And I tell them the same thing. I've never used one, I don't know how well they work, you're not gonna have any dealer support, but I finally broke down and bought one. I've got a little lay down yard here. I've got a lot of mowing I need to do, and I feel like I'll be able to do some good feedback. The most important thing you need to look for when you get something from the dealer, it's going to be performance matched. It's going to match your machine. So my S330 is 85 horsepower and it runs at 20.7 GPM standard flow. It's a standard flow machine. This was the closest I could get. This is a 20 GPM. I think I'm going to be fine. I'm going to run it in variable flow hydraulics. So if you are going to buy a aftermarket or Chinese cutter, just make sure that the pump is matched with what your machine's going to spec out at. So I'm going to hook this thing up and actually test it out. This has a small stump jumper. It has 2 blades. They're the wider, shorter blades, which I prefer over the long, skinny ones. Those seem to grenade a lot from what I've seen on YouTube. And the very first thing I'm going to do, I'm tempted just to hook it up and start cutting, but I want to pop this cover off, and I have never messed with one of these. So I want to check it out, see if there's any grease fittings, see if there's a gearbox or if it's a direct drive pump. Like I said, I don't even know what to expect underneath here. So let's take the cover off, we'll check it out, and then we'll do a quick test on it and get some real world honest feedback. So I've got these halfway off, and they're basically sheet metal screws. So not very good securement, but again, get what you pay for, right? Okay, so not what I expected. I was expecting a direct drive pump, but this might be good. So you've got a W joint here, a CV style. Looks like a spline shaft and a gearbox and a drive pump. I'd like to see some kind of coupler in here, maybe like a rag joint you see on big cutters, but again, some kind of fail point would be good. I'm going to check the gearbox oil. The brand is a Landy BC65. Looks like it was built in March of this year. So probably one of the better name brand Chinese attachments. Let's check this gearbox and do our first cut. So something I noticed right away, looks like we've got a little bit of residue here. I don't know if that's residual from when they filled it initially, but let's see how lucky we are. Oh, not as good as I was. And something you can do, so this is the fill level. You don't want to overfill it because it'll expand and blow the seals out. This isn't a vented plug like on your regular cutters. You can come down here and put your finger there and get a level, and then come over here, and obviously we're not good. Still not good. Yeah, it's pretty low. So we're gonna add a little bit of fluid, and I'm gonna run it initially with the cover off just so I can come back and check it after I've ran it, and keep an eye on that residue. Again, it's probably from when they filled it, but you never know. So contrary to what Google said, my AirPods Pro do not act as microphones, hence the poor sound quality. But I've got my fancy PA I got off of TikTok. So we've got everything hooked up. I'm going to do a quick test pull. Start at a slow RPM. Take a look at the blades underneath. So, switch them. Roll it up. Test the pass. See how it performs. like I expected. Definitely knocked the grass down. We got into a little bit of underbrush, a few little 1-inch saplings over there. I'll do a lot more, and if there's any catastrophic failures, I'll report back. Something to keep in mind, when you make a commitment to one of these, that's it. So there's not going to be any warranty support, there's not going to be any dealer support. Yes, it was cheap. Maybe I could find an aftermarket pump if my pump goes out. These gearboxes tend to be somewhat universal. Most of them are 12 splines, but again, you're just kind of rolling the dice. For something like this, what I'm doing, I think it's going to be effective. Do I think you should go out and buy all your attachments from China? Absolutely not. My important stuff, I've ran cheap grapples before. My grapple's really good. It's a thick Bobcat brand grapple. My forks are really good. The tines are forged. My bucket's a good bucket. I think for what I'm doing with this, in this little 3-acre property, this is going to be good until it breaks, and it can be a disposable attachment. Thanks for watching.